Samuel Graham does TCGs yet again. Flesh and Blood, Monarch Unlimited. Um, the last box I opened was impressive in one way. It was 7 regular Majestics and 2 foil Majestics, but otherwise no big hits. This box is from the same case, so let's see if we can make it a little bit better this time. How's about that? There's a Illuminate common foil. And good grief, my focus is doing its thing again. Writhing Beast Hulk and Convulsions. We've got a foil Seeping Shadows for our first rare foil of the box. Captain's Call and Dread Scythe. I pulled a Dread Scythe in the last box I opened as well. That's interesting. Not an utter disappointment. That's a pretty cool card, but there's a Spew Shadow foil, Seeping Shadows and Invigorating Light. So yeah, I guess what else is there to talk about? We've got, oh, I'm blanking on the set, but Tales from Aria, Tales of Aria. Pre-orders starting to come out. Starting at around the 150, 100, that kind of range, 150 to 175. That's, not as crazy as Monarch got. I just hope that we learn our lesson a little bit and it doesn't get a whole lot more than that. Oh, how about that? This must be our Majestic Equipment box. We got a Hexagore the Death Hydra to go right along with our Dread Scythe. Can we get a Luminaris and a Raiden to go with them? Finish the set. How fun would that be? Let's see what we got. There's a Zealous Belting. But so far, I mean, the art from this game overall is a big part of what drew my attention to begin with. But man, so far, the stuff for Herald of Triumph, for Legends of Aria, or Tales of Aria, for Aria, looks like some of the best we've seen. There's a Herald of Erudition. Not an extended art foil from first edition, but that's still a pretty good Majestic. So yeah, with all that in mind, like the characters that they've started showing so far, the potential classes, just the little bit of art they've started kind of popping out, Void Wraith, it looks really cool. Rise Above and Convulsions. So yeah, that's pretty interesting stuff. Like I'm excited, and it's cool to see pre-orders. Already doing the nickel and dime thing like a lot of people do to try and avoid getting over allocated. There's Lumina Ascension again for a 4th Majestic. So yeah, starting to get some of that pre-ordered early and often before it goes crazy and expensive. There's a Shadow Puppetry Majestic foil. Foiling's pretty subtle on that one, but that's pretty cool. Pulping and Out Muscle. So I'm excited. So it looks like we're getting another Ranger at the very least, which is fun. Looking forward to seeing exactly what sort of gimmick the new Ranger has. There's Second Swing, Prismatic Shield, and Gateway. And I'll be excited to kind of see maybe some boost to Ranger. I enjoy the Archer Mechanics. There's a Writhing Beast Hulk. Um, like that's something that was just kind of clever that yellow and blue Howl from Beyond. That's something clever that drew my attention to Ranger in the first place. Uh, but it's just not super competitive. Bolt of Courage. So I'm hoping that they fix it a little bit. Seek Horizon and Unhallowed Rites, um, because I enjoy just the way the things work. Playing arrows from Arsenal, having to knock the bow and everything. Um, I really like the design of it. Rally the Rear Guard, Phantasmify, and Howl from Beyond. Uh, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing more and seeing if they develop that further. There's a Soul Reaping rare foil, Tremor and Prismatic Shield, which I'm really hoping for because it's fun to play. Um, Heyo, okay, so that's a pretty good pull right there. We got us a legendary in this box as a rainbow foil legendary, since this is unlimited. A rainbow foil Valiant Dynamo. I've pulled quite a few of those in unlimited, actually. Um, like that's a bad thing. Having pulled 3 of a legendary. I would love for one of them to turn into Prismatic Footsteps eventually, but you can't exactly complain about having pulled 3 of a legendary in any situation, I don't suppose. Glisten and Phantasmify. So yeah. Alright, this box is maybe a little bit less abnormal than the previous one, Engulfing Light, with all the extra majestic Endless Maw and Dusk Path, but still impressive. We got a legendary. Any box with a legendary, I'm going to go ahead and call a success. There's a Courageous Steel Hand, Via the Vanguard, and another Shadow Verser for our Shadow Rune Blades out there. Belittle, which is a stupid, funny pun. Convulsions and Howl from Beyond. I'm seeing those paired up quite a bit, aren't I? A foil Rise Above, Prismatic Shield, and hey, Soul Food. I had not. This is the first one I've pulled. I ordered one on the cheap from somebody else, so I should have waited just a tad longer. But yeah, this is the first unlimited Soul Food I've pulled out of uh, several boxes, cases, whatever now. So yeah, that's still not bad to see. That's our 6th Majestic, so that probably um, rounds out our big hits in this box. Or our, Majestic or better. Minnowism, Consuming Aftermath, and Writhing Beastholt. But yeah, even if that does, that's not bad. A Herald of Erudition, Soul Food, 2 Majestic Weapons, Pulping. That's not a bad Glisten and Tremor. That's not a bad box at all. And the Majestics are a pretty good lot of Majestics as well. Can't hate that. And it wouldn't be a box of Monarch without my favorite Herald of Rebirth. Always awesome looking, but even more so in foil. V of the Vanguard and Unhallowed Rites to close out this box. Well, This card alone makes that a good box. Anytime you pull a legendary, that was a good box. So yeah, absolutely happy with that opening. Hope you had fun seeing it. Always love to see my legendaries and all that fun. Y'all have a good time. Bye.